Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Patrick Sherwin, the founder and CEO at GoSun. Thank you for joining us, Patrick.
Thanks for having me. As always, it's a real pleasure, Fred.
Great to have you on again. And this time you're focusing on something a little bit different to help us wake up, maybe.
That's right. We are always looking to solve real life problems. We noticed that the fires in Australia and out west in North America have become pretty horrible, banning a lot of campers from the ability to cook with their stoves. And so what is the most important thing every morning for 150 million Americans? That sacred cup of coffee. We came up with a way to make coffee without burning anything. And that happens inside a travel mug that also turns into a French press by means of the way it can work so well is a nice, highly efficient 12-volt heating element built into the cup, which is borrowed technology from our hybrid solar ovens. And we run that off of a portable power bank that is tons of power in a very small, compact little case, lithium ion. And with the power bank that we kind of joined with the GoSun Brew, you can create 8 cups of coffee. You can run 22 cell phones, 5 typical laptop charges. So you got a lot of power in a super small, compact arrangement, and of course, the ability to make that all-important morning refreshment.
Beyond that, it can be used for heating up other things too, even helping out with water.
Yeah, pasteurizing water, getting it above, I think it's 170 degrees for 45 minutes. The brew cup has a built-in temperature sensing and automatic shutoff at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty much where you want to start brewing coffee. Maybe a little bit cooler when you're brewing tea. And then there's a number of other functions that heater could have, making oatmeal or freeze-dried camp meals, reheating some soup or another drink. Of course, also the pasteurization of water. And it does take about 10 to 15 minutes to heat water from kind of room temperature on up. So not the very, very fastest device out there, but 10 minutes, 15 minutes when you don't have the power grid is definitely worth the wait rather than driving to the gas station or having to start a bonfire.
And the new battery pack is different from what you've had out before too. Tell us about that.
Yeah, just new and improved, bigger, better, yet without compromising the compact, ultra lightweight nature of the product. So our previous device is the Power Bank 144 watt hours. We're measuring everything now in watt hours instead of milliamp hours, which are often very misleading. Energy capacity is best measured by watt hours, watts or watts, no matter whether you're talking DC, AC, and any variety of voltage. So we went from the 144 to the 266, and with that we incorporated all the latest and greatest ports. We brought in the USB-C, which is super convenient now. Most MacBooks run on that. It can push out 60 watts. We incorporated a wireless charger, Q charger. I'm sorry, I think I'm saying that wrong. I think it's like SHE, which is capable of running upwards of 10 watts wirelessly. That protocol keeps getting better and better, but I believe ours tops out around 10 watts. Which is usually, your phone generally charges at around 10 to 20 watts at today's age. So that's plenty fast. And then it has a 15 amp 12 volt port, like a car port or a cigarette plug. And that port enables you to run the brew, the GoSun Fusion, which is our hybrid solar oven, as well as the GoSun Chill, our portable refrigerator. And so ultimately with the larger capacity, you're running those things for much longer. And then we have a maximum PowerPoint charging solar charger incorporated into the circuit board. So you just run your solar panels directly into the power bank, and it can digest that power and put it where it needs to. And so you can do like pretty fast charging using solar.
True to your name, being able to brew coffee with the power of the sun.
Yeah, we actually have these, of course, array of solar ovens, and most of them are also built for heating water. The problem with that is typically first thing in the morning, there isn't great sunshine. And that's where the brew, this latest 12-volt coffee travel mug and French press became a critical invention for our lineup. We're creating kind of a solar kitchen, an outdoor kitchen that you can cook, clean, cool, purify water, light, charge appliances, and now brew coffee. And so it's pretty much all the things that you need to do when you're at camp or when you're off-grid. And off-grid can be, just your backyard, but it can also take it, into the deep woods or out on the boat, a beach, barbecue event, RV, tailgate. And we do, GoSun takes care of all your critical needs. And coffee is definitely up there on that critical list.
Absolutely, for an awful lot of us. So tell us how people can get this, pricing, availability. I believe it's not coming out until the spring.
Right. Yeah, we just sort of put it on our rapid development cycle because of the fires in 2020. And when we put it up on Kickstarter, the project name is GoSun Brew, travel coffee mug with portable power on Kickstarter. And it's the brew itself is $89 on Kickstarter, and then mixing it with the Power Bank 266, the total is $299 with free shipping in the U.S. And that combination is priced really aggressively because we're really trying to open up more folks into our ecosystem at GoSun. Kind of what I mentioned, that solar kitchen, and there's some great prices on those as well throughout the campaign. So I encourage you to check it out at Kickstarter, GoSun Brew.
And they can find more info on your website?
Yeah, and our website is gosun.co. And the top bar of our site will have a link that goes directly to the brew campaign. But spending a minute on gosun.co, you'll see what I'm talking about with respect to our solar kitchen, the ability to look at our ovens, our coolers, our chargers, our lighting systems. And then this summer, we launched a water purification and sanitation system. I believe we talked about that on Techstination.
We did,
Fred. Yeah. And we're in production on that now with delivery at the end of the year. And that's a pretty cool product because it not only purifies water, but it also turns into a mobile kitchen sink or shower. I was using that a bunch over the weekend where a friend lives off-grid and didn't have any services. And instead of washing your hands by pouring, a water bottle onto your hands, having a buddy hold the water bottle, I set up the GoSun Flow and staying really clean. We used it to do a bunch of different projects, wash things off. We had a child accidentally get something in their eye, like a toddler, and we used it to wash the toddler's eyes out. So that was one of the first applications where it was a critical safety device. So that's where GoSun operates, is the combination between, family fun and kind of recreation, like we talked about here, as well as the sort of emergency preparedness, disaster relief, and critical use cases.
Well, terrific, and I'm sure you have even more innovation in the pipeline.
Of course, yeah, we'll keep it exciting.
So, for more info, once again, it's gosun.co, and look on Kickstarter for the GoSun Brew. Worth checking out. Patrick Sherwin, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. It's always a pleasure.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at Sea Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.